Such a good dinosaur. I should probably like change my name into like something like Dino Patrick.
No! God, please, no!
Welcome back to Torn Apart. Today we're gonna be doing something stupid. And you know that I enjoy doing stupid things, because today, in honor of the new Jurassic World film, which might be the last ever in the history of cinema, we're gonna be ranking dinosaurs. And specifically, we're gonna be ranking fake dinosaurs that were created thanks to the Jurassic Park and World movies. I didn't have the time to check whether these dinosaurs actually exist, but from what I can remember, I think that they were mixing up different species of dinosaurs just because some of them weren't looking cool enough for specific shots. So even though some of them exist, I'm pretty sure they weren't exactly like that. But this is not why we're here. We're not scientists. We are memers. We're clearly here for the memes and for the lols. Today we're just ranking these dinosaurs from the best to the worst for random aesthetic reasons. As you can tell here, we're gonna be looking at a lot of carnivores because the carnivore dinosaurs tend to be the best. I decided when it comes to my selection to pick the most interesting dinosaurs, so not every single one is going to be present here, especially because we've got a couple of species of dinosaurs which kind of get repeated across the different films, and I was like, the CGI hasn't changed that much, so I don't want to be ranking all of them. We're not here for the extras, we're here for the main characters. We're here for those memorable dinosaurs which actually do something with the plot, you know? We want the characters, we want the dinosaurs with their soul, we want dinosaurs who fuck. And this is why the first category is the ones who fuck. Followed by our good category, which is gonna be clever girls. And if you're a fan of Jurassic Park, you probably know what I'm referencing here.
Clever girl.
The third category, which is gonna be our mediocre category, is gonna be vegetarians, because to be honest, very often they don't tend to put a lot of work into vegetarian dinosaurs.
This is my vegetarian body!
Like, they don't really care about them, and I'll be discussing some of them, of course, in this video here, and it's actually quite interesting. And our shittiest category today is gonna be dino shits. It kind of reminds me of like something like a Transformer thing, you know, like a Dino Megatron, like a dino shit. That's where we're gonna be putting the dinosaurs that we don't really like, or the dinosaurs that like maybe don't deserve to exist. Of course, I actually took the time to find out what the names of these dinosaurs are. But the first one, we all know and love it because it is the Brachiosaurus, which is one of the very first dinosaurs that we encounter in the film Jurassic Park.
Why?
It is a beautiful dinosaur, and I really like those long neck dinosaurs because I am a huge fan of dinosaur animated movies, and I used to be obsessed with Littlefoot and with those kind of characters. So of course, Brachiosaurus are the ones who fuck. You know why I say that? Because they're gigantic. They're just really tough, and I really like Brachiosaurus. Plus they tend to be quite cute as well and cuddly. The next one here is the Dilophosaurus. Of course, I'm gonna be struggling to say some of these because they're not really that easy to say. But this one is quite memorable because he takes out one of the bad guys in Jurassic Park. And I love the fact that like he looks incredibly cute when he's not spitting venom and he's not like opening up like his neck or whatever the fuck. Like his defensive system basically. So this is like one of those incredibly cool and memorable dinosaurs. And I've heard that actually it's gonna make a comeback in the last Jurassic World film. And I'm pretty sure that this is yet another one that fucks, because if you meet that dinosaur, you either fuck it or die. And I'm not gonna be judging people who fuck dinosaurs, you know. The next one here, it's a Gallimimus. It is one of those dinosaurs that you always see running around on beautiful fields and stuff like that. They are okay, I guess. This dinosaur doesn't have any personality at all. This is kind of like the definition of a chicken, just fucking running around and not knowing where to go.
Chicken.
And as soon as they see some action, they just start running away because they get scared really easily. I will put it into probably dino shit, because like honestly, I don't give a shit about those kind of extra dinosaurs. Oh, the next one here is yet another iconic character from Jurassic Park, our own friend, the Triceratops. I really like Triceratops. They're really, really cute. Once again, there is that bias from movies like The Land Before Time. That's mainly why I love Triceratops. They're incredibly cute and they're also quite deadly. It's kind of like if rhinoceroses were nice. I don't think rhinoceroses are specifically nice animals.
Carl! Easy, Frank. He ruined our salad.
But I will not put it into the ones who fuck, just because they don't get a lot of time to shine within the different films. So I will put it into Clever Girls, because it's still a good dinosaur. Plus, I do really enjoy the practical effects used, especially in the Jurassic Park movie. In that one, yeah, they're quite cool. And they take major amount of shit. Like, they shit. Like, dinosaurs shit, you know? You know, you can't make a ranking video without talking about T-Rexes. The famous Tyrannosaurus Rex, which haunts this movie here. He fucks. He fucks hard. And I feel like this is the first time ever that I've been so scared of just an animal. Because even like the shark in Jaws, it is scary, but like you don't see it enough for me to be scared of it, you know? Of course, the one right after is gonna be the Velociraptors. And I took specifically the scene where like the children are trying to escape from them, because this is the thing that we really love, I think, about raptors. They tend to work together, and they also like speak to each other in some kind of way. It doesn't feel like other dinosaurs where they're just like growling at each other, you know? Like it really feels like the raptors are emoting and speaking to each other, and they get mad at each other as well. Kind of like wolves.
Alan! 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 Al! Alan!
She's all neck and legs, look at her.
Oh, I am looking at her.
Stop looking at her.
You just told me to look at her!
Ow!
Ow! John, I don't think we're allowed to wee here. It's fine, just keep a lookout. What was that?
And that's why I really enjoy raptors, especially in the Jurassic Park movies, and they tend to be like the best, you know? So I will put it into the ones who fuck once again, especially because in this scene here, those raptors are really, really cool. So we're moving to Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, and here we've got like a lot of different dinosaurs that we didn't get to see in the first one, of course. These little fuckers here, they're like present in the first act of the film. They're called Compsognathus. I called it the Compsies because it's so much easier than say Compsognathus. I really like them because they're really evil, you know, but at the same time they're so tiny that maybe you don't take them seriously. And I like that idea of having like a villainous creature that is super tiny, that looks cute but is really evil at the same time. It's kind of like raccoons, you know. Raccoons can look cute from far away, but they are really evil. Squirrels as well.
Beep! Beep!
Morty, what did you do? All right, Morty, pack your shit. That's only gonna keep him down for a little bit, Morty. You f***ed with squirrels, Morty. We got a good 5 minutes before they're backing up on our ass, Morty. We have to pack up and move to a new reality, Morty. You know, I said we can only do that a couple of times. We're f***ed over here.
I will put it into high tier clever girls, definitely, because it is one of those. Okay, the next one here is the one I was talking about before when it comes to like vegetarian dinosaurs. They make me really, really sad, because in this film specifically, most of the vegetarian dinosaurs like tend to be just encaged, you know, and their only interaction with human beings, it's when they're trying to capture them, so they make me really sad.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So this one here is a Pachycephalosaurus. I will put it into vegetarians, of course, because it is, I really like the design, but at the same time, they really make me sad. Same goes with the Parasaurolophus. Oh my god, this dinosaur is really hard to name. It's called the Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. Wow, it sounds like I'm speaking Greek.
Zeus.
Go to the vegetarians. You make me sad. You're not a shitty dinosaur, you just make me really sad. It's not your fault, it's the humans' fault. Here's another really cool bat-like dinosaur that we call the Pteranodon. I love them. I think they're really, really scary. I think they become even more scary in the third, like Jurassic Park movie with the bird cage and that kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
What is it?
It's a bird cage.
For what?
They really use them like quite a lot in there. Well, here I think they're just introduced, if I'm not mistaken. But I do like them. I'll still put them into like low tier clever girls because it is a spectacularly really cool design. This is the Stegosaurus. It's so beautiful and it's so huge. I had no idea that the Stegosauruses could be this big. And this is one, yet another moment like with the one that we had, you know, like with the Brachiosaurus in the first Jurassic Park movie, where like the main characters, you just sit there and stare at these beautiful creatures just walking around the landscape, you know.
I am a Stegosaurus!
I think I'll put it into the ones who fuck, like next to the Brachiosaurus, just because it's one of those scenes that like makes you realize the magic of cinema. And then we got the Ankylosaurus. The Ankylosaurus is incredibly deadly. I'm pretty sure that it's another vegetarian dinosaur. It's just that it's one of those that tends to get mad at people quite often. And he does look quite scary as well. I'm pretty sure he could kill you like in 2 seconds. So many spikes, and I think it still is really deadly as well. At the same time though, I think this is the only film that I've seen one. I will put it into high tier vegetarians because it is cool, but at the same time, it's not that memorable. Same goes with the next one that is coming here, which is a Ceratosaurus. It only appears in this film here, if I'm not mistaken, and you can see it like feeding on a carcass, and our main characters are like trying not to move and stuff like that.
Uh-oh. Stinky poop. Poopies, buddy, poopies.
I really like the color design, the fact that it's so incredibly red, you know, it's really, really scary. But at the same time, it doesn't really do that much because there is another dinosaur that is coming right after, the Spinosaurus, which is much more scary when it comes to the film itself. Oh, without even noticing, like we've moved to Jurassic Park 3, by the way. So the Ankylosaurus was one of the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park 3. So these three here that I'm going to be talking about are from that film. Let's put it under the Pteranodon because I think it's definitely not iconic at all. We don't really remember it. I mean, in this movie here, in Jurassic Park 3, it really feels like they were trying to recreate the amount of stress and fear level that we had with the first T-Rex scene in Jurassic Park because of the rain, because the fact that our main characters are kind of like stuck in really small places and they're trying to escape but they can't really, you know. It is a really, really strong scene. I'm definitely gonna be putting it into the ones who fuck because this dinosaur here is really scary, and just the fact that it goes underwater as well. But I remember, I think it was the first time that we saw something like that because most of the dinosaurs, they're always either flying or running around. We're moving now into Jurassic World.
Come on.
I love you.
See you later.
Oh my god! Oh!
first one, it's kind of like a weird bat-like creature that looks incredibly ugly. It's called the Dimorphodon. I don't even remember exactly in which scene it is present, but I do like the character design. And the thing is, with all the dinosaurs of this century here, and the most recent dinosaurs basically, every single one of them is meant to be scary. I feel like they didn't put a lot of attention and love into, they're just there to look incredibly threatening. I feel like Jurassic World is definitely more horrific than the first Jurassic Park movies. Maybe low tier Clever Girl, just because it is a cool design. This is a dinosaur that I don't really like. The whole movie is basically based around the idea of the Indominus Rex. I think it's kind of like an hybrid in between like a T-Rex and a raptor, if I'm not mistaken. So it's incredibly clever, and I think it can like disappear.
Hiya, pal. It's me, Mickey Mouse. Boy, am I glad you're here.
I think it can be like become invisible and sort of like a chameleon, you know, sort of like blend in with its environment. I don't really like it. It is a scary dinosaur, but at the end of the day, I don't really like the idea of like mixing dinosaur blood. Especially because we've got so many real dinosaurs and then we have to come up with something like that, you know? I would put it into dino shits. You know why? Because I don't like the idea of doing that. I feel like you have to leave dinosaurs alone. For example, we've got the next one, which is a Mosaurus, and this is a real dinosaur, and it's kind of like the same dinosaur that would give us like crocodiles or alligators nowadays. It's those kind of dinosaurs, you know? Water-based, present in one of the coolest scenes of the film itself. It's definitely one of those dinosaurs who fuck really hard. Even the shark here in this image, like, it looks incredibly like scared. It's like, why? Why did you force me to be in this movie? I didn't want to be in this movie. I will put it like right under the raptors because I think it's become like the face of the Jurassic World franchise, because this has been the most horrific dinosaur that I've created, which could actually exist. Next, we've got the new velociraptors, which are the ones that can be trained, and they have more human emotions. They're more like three-dimensional characters, but at the same time, they're not like evil. So it's a bit weird. They basically like turned the velociraptors into pets in this Jurassic World franchise, and I don't really like it in the same way that I don't like the Indominus Rex. So I will put it into dino shits because I don't like the way that they handled the raptor stuff. And here we've got an incredibly cool shot of the new Tyrannosaurus Rex. Which honestly, just because of the amount of weird and scary dinosaurs they've created for these films here, it kind of like looks really bland in comparison. I do like it, but at the same time, everything else around it is so much more scary. Than now the T-Rex is kind of like just a money shot, you know? It kind of feels like they have to use it because people are expecting to see at least one T-Rex scene. So yeah, let's put it into high tier vegetarians, which is weird because this dinosaur is like the least vegetarian of them all. So this was the first from Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which is one film that I really hated. So incredibly stupid, and I barely remember it. Like, I really barely remember it. The next one here is an Allosaurus, which is a dinosaur that looks fine. It kind of looks like yet another hybrid of like raptors and T-Rexes. Such dino shit. This is such dino shit. Come on, let's admit it. The next one is really scary. It's the Baryonyx. Probably one of the best scenes in the Fallen Kingdom film.
Hello, Rudy.
Just because it looks completely insane, you know? And I feel like this dinosaur here really looks really like devilish, you know? It kind of looks like it's like taking a lot of pleasure from teasing the main characters and slowly like getting towards them and trying to eat them. this is definitely one that fucks, you know? Maybe not as much as other ones, just because like the film around it is so incredibly stupid, but it's definitely like a really cool design that I can appreciate. The next one here is a Carnotaurus, which I think is a dinosaur that we've already seen in the past, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember in which film specifically. The design is quite cool, and I think in this scene here specifically he's fighting another dinosaur called the Sinoceratops, which it comes right after. Let's rank them together. Who would win? Knowing that the Ceratops is fucking huge as well. Just because I love Triceratops so much, this one kind of reminds me of one, and the other one kind of reminds me of a T-Rex with horns. So a horny T-Rex. Nothing special at the end of the day when it comes to the Carnotaurus. Let's put the Sinoceratops into high tier clever girls next to the Triceratops. Why not? I'd like to see them next to each other. The next one is yet another thing that I don't like. It's an Indoraptor. It's kind of like, I think, the Indominus Rex, if I'm not mistaken. It's been like genetically modified to be even more scary, even more predatorial, as if dinosaur needed that shit. Just go down into dino shit without even thinking about it, you know? It might look cool, it might look scary, but at the end of the day, it's just stupid. Next we've got this Stygmilok, which is a incredibly weird looking dinosaur. Kind of reminds me of the Pachycephalosaurus, which is the one here. It is kind of cute, but at the end of the day, vegetarians. Because I don't remember if it's actually doing something, you know, in the plot in that particular film. Here we've got the new dinosaurs. So these are the ones that we still haven't seen technically, because I still haven't seen the new Jurassic World film. So some of them are from the prologue and some of them are for the main trailer, basically. And one of them, it's one that has been teased and it said they was gonna be appearing in this specific film. The first one from the prologue is the Gigantosaurus, which is a really incredibly big version of the T-Rex, which is nice. Listen, I like Godzilla. I like Godzilla kind of dinosaurs, and the prologue looks incredibly cool as well. The details on these dinosaurs are insane. Look how many teeth this one has, so many. Let's put it into clever girls, why not? Let's put it like above this one here, because we don't know whether it's actually gonna be there just for 2 minutes or not. The next one, I'm pretty sure this is a vegetarian as well, and it's the Iguanodon, which sounds like an iguana.
That is a big boy. That is a big dragon. Look at the size of that lizard. One of the most iconic reptiles here in all of Australia. The frilled dragon. I see you, buddy. We've got our lizard, and now it's time to get the epic shot of this.
Looks like a really chill dinosaur. Vegetarian without a doubt. The next one is really cute. This is like such a cute dinosaur, and it's called the Moros. And this really tiny cute dinosaur is almost even cuter than the Compsys that I talked about at the beginning of the video. So let's put it up there into clever girls, you know? Even maybe above the Sinoceratops, why not? It looks cute. I wanna buy it. I wanna keep it at home. It looks like a nice looking pet. I hope it doesn't eat my face while I'm sleeping. The next one is kind of cool. It's called an Oviraptor. So of course it steals eggs and it feeds on eggs. I like it. I like the fact that it has feathers as well, which, I mean, it's something that people have been criticizing for so long when it comes to Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs add feathers. That's been scientifically proven. And this, I think, is the first film where actually we get dinosaurs with feathers. This one and 2 more that we'll see later on. But I do like the design of the Oviraptor. I would put it into clever girls as well, just because I really like this design. We had to do another version of the raptors, right? Which is called like an Atrociraptor. It's from the trailer. We don't really get to see a lot of it. He's just like running around trying to kill Chris Pratt. Listen, I'm kind of done with these new type of versions of raptors. I don't care anymore. I feel like it's definitely more interesting when we get like those gigantic like fish-like dinosaurs. That's so much cooler and more interesting. Next we've got the cutest animal ever, which is called the Lystrosaurus, and look, it's wearing a mask as well. It's trying not to get COVID. Oh, you're so cute. I have no idea whether it's just an extra or a character. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be an extra, like one of those shots that you see in the background or something like that. And just because of that, I will put it into dino shit. Yes, you're cute. You kind of look like a weird looking frog, but I know that you're not gonna be important to the plot, so I can't put it higher than dino shit.
You fuck me too hard, oh, too hard. I don't know that thing I do. Make you pound me like fufu. You make my turtle they pay me. Oh, go below.
And here we are at the very last dinosaur here. After this moment here, we will not be talking about Jurassic dinosaurs ever again. For our entire lifetime, dinosaurs will no longer exist. We will not buy figurines anymore. We will not even speak to children about them. They will be gone forever. Goodbye, dinosaurs. And here I can insert like a James Blunt big goodbye, my lover. And like dinosaurs like appearing on the screen being like, goodbye, my friend. You've been a one. You've been a one for me. Bye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty.
Yeah, that was my goodbye to dinosaurs. So let's rank the final one, okay? Which is called Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus? Therizinosaurus? Therizinosaurus. Cool name. Really, really, really deadly. I was gonna say fingernails because I can't remember the actual like word for it. It's the literal like version of like celebrities with incredibly long nails. Yeah, this is the dinosaur version of that kind of celebrity cliche. It is a very famous dinosaur apparently, but I have no idea whether it's gonna be important to the plot or not because it's been teased in like special effects pictures and articles and stuff like that.
Do you remember the first time you saw a dinosaur? First time you see them, it's like a miracle.
But we haven't seen it in any trailer, so we don't know whether it's actually gonna be important or not. Just because of the really cool nails, I will put it into vegetarians because I have to be nice to this one here, otherwise it's gonna rip my soul apart. Above the new T-Rex version. Plus it looks like they're like talking to each other and this one is like spitting into the T-Rex mouth being like, "Bleh!" Think about the last time that you were happy. Me was probably while looking at these dinosaurs and ranking them just by aesthetic reasons. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments which is your favorite dinosaur or even which is your favorite Jurassic Park movie. Would be interesting to know. Me personally, I would pick first one. Is there actually anyone who will not pick the first one? I do like the third one though, just because it's so different from the second one, because the second one was kind of like almost like a remake of the first one. Anyways, who cares? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Every single like that you drop will go to dinosaurs, hoping that one day maybe we'll resurrect them and create a park where we get to see them and look at them and serve them food? No, I feel like I haven't learned anything from these movies. I'm Patrick, and this is Torn Apart.
Hey, look, it's your mom.
Hot dog?